Hi, my name is Lee. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a full body Pilates workout designed to hopefully make you feel really great. Today's workout is really nice and flow, but do take breaks whenever you need and hopefully you enjoy. Thank you so much. Let's get going. We're going to be finding ourselves starting down onto the mat, so bring yourself down when you're ready. Now we're not using any equipment today, so just you and your mat. As you lay yourself down, just take a second, find yourself nice and comfortable. We're finding the knees, hips, feet all follow the same track as we just take a few deep breaths in and out. Now, as you inhale through the nose, we want to feel the chest expand, the back expand out across the mat. And as you exhale through the mouth, feel the abdominals engage, ribs are sinking down towards the floor. Inhale, find that space, that expansion. Exhale, bringing them ribs down, knit them together as you engage through them abdominals, engage your pelvic floor. Lovely. Just have a second here, just let your head gently rock from one side to the other. Just starting to gently warm through the neck. Bringing your hands down by your side, palms into the mat. Just lifting up one foot as we start to take some circles through your ankle, all the way around. And changing direction, same thing. Lovely big stretch all the way through the ankle, feel it through the shin. Lowering that foot, let's switch feet, same thing. Taking them circles around. Lovely. And changing direction. Let's lower that foot all the way back down. From here, make sure that your heels are just out of reach from your fingers. They're hip width apart. We're just going to take some pelvic tilts now. So all we're going to do is draw your abdominals in as we start to scoop up, lifting your bottom away from the floor, tailbone lifts, and then inhale, roll back down. Exhale, take a little tuck, start to lift them hips. Inhale to roll back down. As we take these each time we lift, we're going to start to lift it that bit more. Gradually lifting, kind of think about one vertebrae, so one little bony part of your spine lifts extra each time. And as we lift, we're focusing on keeping the ribs knitted together, finding your exhale as you peel up. Gradually, we can start to lift higher until we find that as we lift, we're finding a straight line from shoulder through hip, through your knee. Now, you never want to arch higher than that point, as that's where we start to take pressure through the lower back. And every time we roll down, we want to hit every single vertebrae, just as we were doing through the smaller movements. So you don't want the spine to stay rigid, and you want to peel through every single bone, making sure we're lifting the bottom, the tailbone up first, and it is the last thing to lower down. 2 more, just like that. Exhale to tuck and roll. Inhale to lower. Last time. This time we'll hold it all the way up. Exhale, rolling up. As you get to the top, we're going to hold it there. We're going to march one leg to tabletop without changing anything through the body. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower down. Make sure we're not sinking into the opposite hip as we switch and switch through the legs. Keep them ribs knitted together. Make sure no pressure's going into that lower back. So we're keeping the abdominals engaged. We're keeping the glutes nice and strong. Keep that going. Trying to find as little shuffle through the middle as you can. We've got one more each leg. The next time you find that first leg lifted, we're going to hold it. We're going to stretch the leg all the way through to the sky. Keeping that leg straight, we're going to take small circles on the ceiling without sinking into either hip. Keep them engaged, keep the glutes lifted. Ribs stay knitted for 4, for 3, for 2. Let's change direction. Lovely. Take them circles nice and controlled for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that back to the center, gently lowering that foot down, resetting yourself, finding your weight through both feet, making sure we're engaged again before we peel the other leg off, lift it to the sky. We've got them circles. Lovely, keeping it long and straight right through to the toe. For 4, 3, 2, let's change direction, same thing. Circling around, make sure we're not compromising through the body. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that foot, gently roll yourself down through your spine. Let's bring the knees into the chest, have a second to release. Just gently rocking side to side or forwards and back, whatever you need. Let's lower our feet back down now. We're going to lift that first leg to parallel again, making sure your back stays in contact with the floor. We're going to extend the fingers all the way to the sky. Now, without bringing the knee to you, we're going to exhale as we draw the abdominals in, peel open out, reach them fingertips forward. Inhale, lower down with control. Exhale. Inhale to lower. Really focusing on making sure that knee is staying in the same place. That leg is nice and still. And we're peeling the upper body away from the floor. So we don't just want to bring chin to chest. We're thinking lengthening through the upper spine. We've got 2 more. Last one, let's hold it. This time, as we go down, leg stays still. As we press forward, leg's going to extend. Inhale, down together. Exhale, extend. Inhale, back down. Make sure that back's not lifting away from the floor. 4 more. We're bringing them lower ribs towards the hips. Last 2. Last one, let's hold it. Hold it there. We're bringing the knee in and out. Exhale in. Inhale out. For 5. And lengthen. For 4, relax them shoulders. For 3. For 2. For 1. Stretch that leg all the way out. We're taking lift and lower to finish for 8. 7. For 6, keep reaching, draw them abdominals in. 5. For 4, you've got this. For 3. For 2. And 1. Bring that leg in, have a second. Nice deep breaths. Let's extend that bottom leg all the way out. We're going to use our opposite hand to pull your knee over and across your body, letting it sink down to the side. Turn your head over to the opposite direction if you like. Bring that back to the center. We're going to take all of that on the other leg, same thing. This time, lower the first leg down. Other leg is finding tabletop. We're extending the hands all the way to the sky. As we exhale, we're peeling the head and shoulders away from the mat. Draw the abdominals in. Inhale to lower. Making sure you're not pushing your abdominals out as you lift. We're keeping that core engaged. We've got 4 and lower. 3 and lower. Keep breathing with it. 2, relax them shoulders. Last time, 1. This time we add on. As we push, we extend. Inhale, lower. Extend. Inhale, lower. We've got 4 more. You're doing really well. Keep connecting to that breath. And lower. 3 and lower. Relax them shoulders. 2 and lower. Extend, hold it there. We're bringing the knee, exhale in, inhale out. 2, and out. Keep breathing. 3, keep that back down, out. For 4, and out. Lengthen that neck for 5, and 6, and last 2, 7, and 8. Hold that leg out. It's going to lift to the sky. Exhale, inhale, lower. 2, relax them shoulders. 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, nearly there. Last 2, 7, and 8. Bring that leg in. Have a second, release that off. Let's extend that lower leg. Cross your hand over, cross the knee over the body. Find that lovely stretch. Turn your head in the opposite direction if it's feeling good. Lovely. One more breath. And bringing that all the way back through the center. Bring both knees in, have a little release. Now you're going to find yourself all the way up, and we're going to find ourselves kneeling. Now, as we find ourselves kneeling, we're going to extend one leg all the way out to the side. Now, you want to be stacked right over this bottom leg, so everything is in line. With this extended leg, you want to make sure we're not opening that hip. So your toes are going to slightly face forward so the hips are in line. And we're bringing our fingers to our temples. We're going to really lengthen out, make sure we're not slinking in either direction. We're going to inhale as we lengthen, open over, extend through the side. Exhale, squeeze back to the sky. Inhale, lower down, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze to the sky. Use that breath. Lovely, 4 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze. We're trying to get a straight line through that leg. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze. Last time. Inhale, lower. Hold it there. We're going to rotate, twist that body. Exhale, unrotate. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lift. Work that core. You've got this. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lift. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lift. Last 2. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lift. Lovely. One more. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lift. Bring that to a stop. Have a second. Fire through the obliques. We're going to lower our bottom hand now and lift the top hand all the way to the sky. Floating that top leg up so it follows that same line from your head through right to your toes. We're going to flex that leg as we inhale, sweep that flex foot forward. Exhale, point, squeeze it back. Now from above, you want to make sure that you're not sending your hips out of alignment as you swish that leg. Four more. Last 2. Keep it hip high, don't let it drop. Perfect. From here, extend that top arm. We're going to sink slightly as we bring elbow to knee. Exhale, stretch back out. Inhale, slight sink. Exhale, extend. Last 4. You've got your last one. From here, lower that leg. We're going to lower your hands, swizzle your body round, find yourself into all 3s. And we're going to have that back leg extended. I'm just going to shuffle back slightly. So once you've found yourself here, we're going to keep this bottom leg underneath you. We're going to exhale as we think, draw the abdominals in, float that knee up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, float. Inhale, lower down. Keep that going, draw the abdominals in. Lovely, we've got 2 more. For 2. After this final one, let's lower that all the way down. We're going to extend opposite arm to opposite leg, so that leg was behind is just extending back. We're going to inhale, squeeze them both together. Exhale, push out. Making sure we're rounding through the back, but as we extend, we're keeping it straight. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, extend. 4 more. We've got 4. For 3. Extend. Last 2 for 2. Extend. Last 1. 1. Extend. Lower them both down together. Bring your toes together. Sit yourself all the way back. Extend through the arms. Let's bring ourselves all the way back up. And before we repeat that whole sequence on the other side, we're going to take ourselves down, find your chest down towards the floor. We're going to prop ourselves up onto our forearms, making sure you're not sinking through your shoulders. And we're keeping that back nice and long, so we don't want to sink down, we don't want the core to relax. So pulling up and out. Now from here, we're going to flex a foot as we squeeze in. Imagine you're squeezing something between the back of your leg, then point your toe to release down. This time it'll be the other leg. Squeeze in as you exhale. Inhale, lower down. Really think that you're working through your hamstring here. Lovely. Keep that core, that belly button pulled away from the mat so we're not sinking down. Now we're going to add on a double pulse to really work through the back of the leg. So we're going to go pulse, pulse, and release. Exhale with it. We're going to go and release. 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 Last 2 on each leg. Release. Release. Last 2. Release. Last time. Release. Beautiful. Bring that to a stop. Lower yourself all the way down. From here, just rolling your shoulders back, lifting yourself to a point you feel a good stretch through your spine. So it doesn't matter how high you go, the main focus is shoulders are pulled down and we're not sinking down into the floor. So we want to avoid this and we want to lengthen out. Let's lower back down. Send the hips all the way back. Find that shell stretch again, or child's pose in yoga. And then when you're ready, we're going to take the whole sequence that we did on the other side. So from them extensions over. This time we'll be extending the other leg out. Oh, I don't even know what that is. From here, we're going to find that alignment again. So we want to be stacked over that bottom leg. Extended leg is nice and long, and we're keeping that leg turned to the right direction. So we don't want to open it and change the position of them hips. Bringing the fingers to the temples, shoulders down and away. We're going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze all the way, lengthen up. Keep breathing. Exhale up. Each time you lift, think you're getting taller as you go up and over. Last 2, lengthen up and over. And squeeze. Last time. Let's hold it low. We're going to hold it, find that extension. We're going to rotate, try and face your chest to the floor. Lift it back. Rotate and twist. Squeeze and twist. Use that body. Squeeze and twist. 4 more for 4. And squeeze. Keep the elbows wide. 3. And squeeze. Last 2. 2. And squeeze. Last 1. 1. And squeeze. Well done. Bring that back. Whew. Lovely. Well done. From here, we're going to take that bottom hand down. We're going to extend the top arm all the way to the sky as we float this top leg. Keeping it hip height, we're going to flex the foot. Inhale, swing forward, keep it hip height, flat, point the toes, squeeze it back. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, stretch, make sure them hips aren't moving. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, squat. Oh, sorry. And squeeze. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Last two. And squeeze. And point. Last one. Squeeze. And point. Extend that top arm. We're going to sink slightly. Bring that knee to elbow. Exhale, extend. Inhale, join. Exhale, extend. Last two. In. And stretch. Pull up through the side of the body. In. And stretch. Lower that foot down. Lower your hand and twizzle to the other side. Now, exactly the same as before. If you need a second for your wrist, you're more than welcome to take it. Okay, from here, we're doing that same thing as we did before. So it's this bottom knee that's going to flow up and down, and making sure we exhale as we lift, not push the tummy out. Exhale, flow up. Inhale, lower. Try to make sure you're not sinking into your shoulders. Keeping nice and tight. We've got 4 more. For 4, and lower. For 3, and lower. Last 2, 2, and lower. Last 1, 1. Lower down. Let's lengthen the opposite arm and opposite leg. We're going to drive them together round through the spine. Exhale, stretch back out. Inhale, round, find that curve. Exhale, extend. Find that full extension each time. Find that roundness and lengthen. Last one, squeeze and lengthen. Lovely. Lower the hand, lower the leg. Toes together. Last time, let's find that shelf stretch. From here, transfer yourself back into all fours. We're going to tuck the toes under as you walk yourself to the back of your mat. Stretch through the legs, let your head hang heavy as we just hold a forward fold here. Have a bit of a release of the tension through your neck and a little bit of pedal from knee to knee. Find that stretch that moves through the back of the legs. We're going to slowly roll yourself all the way up through your spine. Let your head be the last thing to stack. Roll your shoulders back. Now we're going to finish off with a little squat into lunge sequence. So if you can find your feet hip width apart, we're going to keep them ribs knitted together. We're going to sink the hips back, extend your arms, inhale. Exhale, squeeze, drive through the glutes, stand up. Inhale, sink. Exhale, squeeze. Really focusing, finding a straight line from your hips through your shoulders to your fingers, and squeeze. And squeeze. Last 4 for 4. And squeeze. Go as low as you feel good to, but push yourself. 3. And squeeze. Last 2 for 2. And squeeze. Last 1 for 1. Hold it there. Bring your hands to your hips. Now your first leg is going to cross behind, get nice and low, and then bring it back, staying low. It's going to cross behind, bring it back, staying low. Cross behind, bring it back, staying low. Cross behind, bring it back, staying low. For 4, and back. For 3, and back. For 2, and back. Last 1 for 1. Hold it there. We're going to extend our arms. We take a little bend down and slightly up. Down and up. For 5. For 4. Sorry, it's actually for 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Well done. Bring that to a stop. Have a little release through your legs. Okay, we've just got the last leg to do now. Last little push, that's all we've got. So once more, we'll find our feet hip width apart. Let's get ready for them squats. We're going to inhale, sink down. Exhale, squeeze back up. Inhale, down. Exhale, squeeze. We've got 6. And squeeze. Keep the ribs knitted. 5. And squeeze. Make it juicy for 4. and squeeze for 3, and squeeze, let's go for 2, and squeeze, last one, 1, let's stay low, bring the hands to the hips, we're taking our leg behind, find your squat, inhale behind, find your squat, for 3, stay low to squat, for 4, find that squat nearly there, for 5, bring it back, for 6, bring it back, last 2, for 7, stay knitted and back, last 1, find 8, we're going to sink and squeeze, sink and squeeze for 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, for 2, and 1. Well done. Bring that to a stop. Release them legs. Give them some love, whatever they need. We'll have a little stretch after finish. So you're going to find yourself feet hip width apart. Take the arms open overhead. Lovely stretch through the arms. Let's extend all the way over, reach through the fingertips. And open over, other side, nice big stretch. And bringing that all the way back to the center. Round your back, clasp your hands together. And take any movement that feels good. And release, roll yourself all the way back up. Taking your hands behind you, rounding your shoulders. You can open your chest here, slightly lift your chin. And release. We're going to cross one foot over, find the opposite thigh. Please feel free to hold on to something for comfort if you'd like. Now, as you find yourself here, we're pushing our bottom back, sinking into it, bending this bottom leg, and lowering the chest as much as you'd like. Hold that there. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let's switch hands. Same thing. Oh, switch legs even. Send that down. Find that lovely stretch. Again, bottom back, ribs knitted, nice and low. Holding it there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release that leg. Give them a little shake. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, tell yourself just how great you are. Give yourself a lovely clap. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. If you've got any questions or requests, please pop them down in the comments. Feel free to subscribe, and thank you all so much for joining me today. Well done. See you next time.